cruise nerds, and a very chilly good morning to you from Orlando, Florida. My mom and I are about to get in the car and head on down to Miami to enjoy a relaxing, nice 10 days at cruising with the crew, and also a Marvel Day at sea on the second leg. So let's go ahead and get in the car and start our awesome, exciting journey down to Miami. See you soon, cruise nerds. Well, ahoy cruise nerds, we made it! As you can see, we are in Port of Miami, and especially with that beautiful ship through the window, you can't see it really well because of the portrait, but we're just waiting now for the 90-day to 11-day recovery. You go through the same line as if you were doing your test results, and just let them know that you did the 90-day to 11-day recovery, and then they'll scan the barcode that is in the Safe Passage website. Okay, so make sure you have that Safe Passage, either a screenshot or print it out so you can have it when you get up to the nurses. Okay, and then at that point they'll check your paperwork to make sure everything is good to go, and then you'll just come up here into the terminal area and wait for that same email that you would get as if you were testing negative or positive. Okay, but in this case we are clear to sail. And also you'll need to make sure that you check this TV, similar to the one that's right behind me, for updates. Okay, so it'll have the reservation. Alright, so we're just going to go check because it looks like I might have gotten an email, but I'm going to double check just to make sure, and I will be back as soon as I can. Well, ahoy cruise nerds! So we're finally on the ship, as you can tell. So it looks like if you do the 90-day, okay, so for the 90-day recovery, you don't have to wait for an email. I'll explain more in detail about that later. However, after I talked to some people, they said we can just come on board since we're already cleared. So now we're going near animators on deck 4F to check in for our assembly station. So I will see you in a couple minutes. Bye! Well, ahoy cruise nerds, welcome back. Well, we are eating once again in Rapunzel's. It was a little crowded actually today for Cabanas, but I might run up there to get some other yummies and kind of show you what the food is like up there for cabanas on embarkation day. And then, so we've already started seeing a lot of crew on board that we know and love dearly to our hearts. And so, for the safe passage, if you are the 90-day to 11-day, you're going to upload, like I mentioned in the safe passage video that I just uploaded recently. You are going to see the clear to sail. Once we get here, we go through the regular line like you would be testing. And then once you get to, they're going to scan the QR code from Safe Passage, so make sure you have that, as well as your Disney Cruise Line reservation confirmation QR code. And then at that time, they'll scan, and then you'll just go upstairs. Wait until they start doing the embarkation process, and then at that time, you can start embarking on the ship. You're clear to sail. You do not have to wait for an email. So I'll kind of go over that in my final review of both cruises after I finish my back-to-back, because there's a lot of information to go over once we're finished with doing a back-to-back sailing. So we are just waiting for our lunch. Now, one thing I will mention is that they still have the QR code here on the ships, and then they also are bringing back menus. But it looks like our appetizers are coming, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up here, and I'll be right back. Alright, cruise nerds, so or at least I finally got dessert, and I got the Oreo cheesecake, which I am showing you right now, and it looks very delicious. And I'm actually about to dig in, and I will let you know shortly once we get to the stateroom and everything and get settled in how it was. But it's so good to be back on the ship. I've missed it. It's been too long. So, but this is going to be an exciting 10 days. I'll show you how the back-to-back experience is when we're getting off and back on the ship, just so you have an idea of what it's like post-COVID. So, in the meantime, we are going to go enjoy our desserts, and we will be back. So, see you soon, cruise nerds. Well, ahoy, cruise nerds, welcome back. So, we just finished lunch, and it was awesome. And the Oreo cheesecake was actually better in the restaurant compared up in Cabanas, which it was like fluffier, and it was not as dry out, which was really, really nice. And as you can tell, I am here at the Walt Disney Theater. So very, very excited about that. And so we're just waiting for our stateroom to be ready. But first we're going to go up to Cove and get some drinks and relax. And then I'm going to come back down and check on the stateroom. But I'm just waiting on Mom real quick. And we actually just did our window shopping. And there's not really a lot of new merchandise, but I will do a separate video on that as well, just to kind of give you an update of what merchandise is here on board the ship. Now, Marvel Day at Sea, they might have some stuff for Marvel Day at Sea on the next cruise. So if there's anything, I'll add that to the same video, just so you can kind of see what's available. Alright, so until then, we're just going to grab our stuff, go upstairs to Cove Cafe, and enjoy now vacation time. See you soon. Ahoy Cruise Nerds, welcome back. So we got some rest because it was a 4-hour drive to get here, and we woke up at 5:30 just so, because this was our first time driving on our own. Now I don't know if you can tell, but we are about to leave the dock here in Miami. And also, if you see in the distance right over there, you can see the sheriff's department right out in their little boat, because they're going to escort us out. And I missed it, but we actually just did the horn, so that means it's our turn. And one thing is that if you're driving like right over there, that means you have a nice shot of disneymagic coming out. That's a nice view. But Miami's beautiful, and the traffic this morning was really heavy. So that's one of the reasons why Disney Cruise Line recommends you to do your flights later in the day. So just so you can get there on time. And the traffic is still bad, and it's 5 o'clock Eastern time. So, and it's Thursday, so depending on when your cruise goes out, definitely check with Disney Cruise Line on flights and when they say to fly out on, just so they can get you there on time for your flight so you don't miss it. So just a heads up. But anyways, so we are sailing out right now.
Oh yes, they were doing French
When we were last on.
in October, but they pulled it. They stopped it.
Audio or video recording devices is strictly prohibited. We ask that you refrain from the use of cellular devices during the performance. And as a courtesy to your fellow guests, we ask that all electronic devices be turned to the silent mode. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Well, ahoy cruise nerds, welcome back. We are in the Walt Disney Theater. And as a reminder, and just like that announcement just said that I shared with you guys, no recording. I am recording because it is before the show. But they gave me permission that I can do this. So make sure that you have no recording devices during the show, and enjoy the show through your own eyes and not through your phone or camera. Now, they are still doing social distancing in the chairs, so 3 seats between each party, and make sure that your whole entire party is together before entering the Walt Disney Theater here on the DisneyMagic or any of the ships. But I just thought I'd share that. Okay? Well, tonight, like I mentioned, it is the show Tangled. And as you can see, it's the map that Flynn Rider uses to try to get to the Kingdom of Corona. And no, it's not the coronavirus. It's the Kingdom of Corona. And that is Rapunzel's kingdom from the movie Tangled. So now let's go sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Well, ahoy cruise nerds. So we came back to the stateroom after the show, and the show was awesome as always. It's Rapunzel, the Tangled show, and it was really good. So 6 o'clock, and they're showing that twice, to the first night and the second night at least of this 4-day cruise. And we, like I said, we just came back to the stateroom obviously, and of course they made down the bed. That's what it looks like. And of course, look at that precious towel. I mean, you can't beat that. It looks like a puppy, a dog. And of course, the chocolates. It looks like it's still Dove chocolates. And now it says Sweet Dreams, and it has the ship on it. Let me try to see if I can focus on that. But, okay. So, yeah, so Sweet Dreams, and it has the ship on it with a Mickey head logo wave. Yummy, can't wait for Sugar Rush. But yeah, that's the puppy. Now, it's time to get dressed for dinner and head to Rapunzel's royal table. See you soon. Hi, Joel. Hey, Nathan. Well, ahoy cruise nerds. So, something that's a little different this cruise I've noticed is that the menu is back. Now, there is still the QR codes that you can use. And as no, the lights just came on. And but the menus are back. So this is what the menu looks like for Rapunzel's. And then, like with Rapunzel and Flynn, Ryder towards the bottom. But I thought it was one-sided until I looked over at Mom. And it's like, and then Mom's holding the menu right there, so it's an open menu. So yeah, I thought it was one-sided until I saw Mom open the menu. I guess I'm so used to the hardcover. So, and then of course we got the pretzel, and of course
Lights on? No, that's my server team. Oh my God, it's me. I got a beat. Oh, that's the best.
and of course that's Joel, and then you saw Betty. They are our dining team this time, and I actually knew Joel from back on the Disney Wonder years and years ago. So now we're gonna go look at the menu. We did get our bread service with the pretzels, and then of course we have the dip, which let me take a look. It is whole grain mustard dip, and then of course they put butter on the table as well. So enough with the chat. We're gonna actually go look at the menu and see what we're gonna get tonight. All right, cruisers. So we enjoyed appetizers for a little bit, and then Hookhan, Vladimir, and Rapunzel came out for a little afterwards, and they taught us the secret handshake for this Nuggly Duckling, which was pretty cool. And then we got, they went away because they needed to check up on the cupcake that they did for Rapunzel. So then we got our dinner, and I got the tangled pasta, which normally comes with scallops, but I asked them to hold the scallops. And then Mom got the prime rib of beef, which is huge. It's really, really thick, and it actually looked pretty decent. But it was so big that we couldn't finish it all. So we went ahead and we enjoyed as much as we can. We're up to our head, to our eyeballs in food and everything. And it's only day one. But now we're going to get back to the show. See you soon. Alright, cruisers. So dinner has been decent all night. And we're almost full. We had to save room for desserts. And the entertainment actually has improved since our last cruise. Wouldn't you say, Mom? The entertainment, like, we've noticed a major difference in the entertainment here, at least in Rapunzel's Royal Table. And like, it's more frequent compared to when we were here in October, where it was more spaced out in the timing of when Vladimir and Hookhan would come out. But anyways, before I better go eat my dessert. Mom has the apple strudel, and then I have the sundae, the birthday cake sundae. That's what I got. So I'm gonna go enjoy it before it runs away. So, well, ahoy, cruise nerds. So we made it back to the stateroom, and I was planning on doing some karaoke tonight, or showing you some of the activities that were going on throughout the evening after dinner. But today, or this morning, came really, really early for us. We did get up super early to come down to Miami. It was a 4-hour drive. So we're gonna get some shut-eye tonight, and this is where I'm actually gonna wrap up, I should say, day 1 of our 4-day, and then I will see y'all tomorrow morning. Not too bright and early, but a little bit early, depending on what time we decide to wake up. And we will be in the port of Nassau. Now, we are not getting off at Nassau, but tomorrow I will try to make sure I focus more on the activities around the ship and what is in store for the Disney Magic. So until tomorrow, everyone have a great and magical evening, and I'll see you real soon on board.